It's been 6 years since the PlayStation VR, and Sony is back with their PlayStation VR 2, the latest version of Sony's virtual reality experience, with a lot of serious updates, including the price. Yikes. Back in 2016, Sony's PlayStation VR was a much less expensive option with fewer barriers to entry than other PC-based VR setups. And 6 years later, it's time for Sony to shake off the rust with the PS VR 2. Looking at the marshmallowy white goggles, the headset itself looks similar to the original, but there are some key updates with the VR 2. Sony has managed to pack 4K 120Hz imaging inside compared to the old outdated LCD 960p. But when it comes to VR, the conversation is far more nuanced than just how good a screen can be. This is, after all, a product that goes over your head, so it's gotta be comfortable and it has to work well. As for comfort, Sony has given the headset a wider range of expansion for players that have different sizes of heads. As somebody like myself with a massive skull, I really do appreciate that one. The Sony PlayStation VR headset features 4 exterior cameras, which create an interesting POV view, as my coworker Andrew Grush found out, but it also has some other massive improvements. The latest PlayStation headset features intelligent eye tracking technology, which allows the wearer to experience sharper focus while looking around and a greater immersion in the worlds that they're gaming in. From our experience, the eye tracking was very easy to configure, and it was responsive with the slightest movement of your eyes. Speaking of moving your eyes though, the headset now has haptic feedback, so just try not to flinch when some monster throws a virtual rock at your virtual head. The VR 2 takes things up a notch, giving players real-time vibration as they play through the headset itself. I thought that was a really cool update. Even though the headset might look alike with the old one, that's really where the similarities end in the physical looks department. Where the original Sony VR headset needed an external processing unit with several wires, the new one only has one simple wire, and that just makes it so much more portable. Moving on to the orbs. That's what Sony calls their newest handheld portion of the VR setup. It may be worth noting as well that the orbs charge via USB-C, which is a really nice upgrade in my opinion. To be honest, I was never really a fan of the way that the originals looked. Sort of like a bike handle with little colorful light up pom-poms on the end. The orb, on the other hand, no pun intended, looks a lot more like the frame of a semi-invisible boxing glove, or maybe even the hilt of a sword. It's really refreshing to see a new design, and it's a much welcomed upgrade aesthetically for me, and it also includes a bunch of useful buttons, which will help for climbing and adventuring around in the games that you'll play, like Horizon, Call of the Mountain, which we were able to demo. The button array actually features captive touch sensors, so the controller, when you release it from your hand, it'll allow you to reach and grab, and it's really just a cool way of allowing you to interact and keep all of your digits active while you're in the middle of playing that really cool, exciting adventure game. Pair all of that with the headset, and you will be oblivious and smashing your way around your house in no time. But it isn't all roses, folks. Don't go smashing your house up running around with the Sony PlayStation VR 2, because it ain't cheap. It's $150 USD more expensive than the previous generation. At launch this coming February 22nd, it will be listed at an MSRP of $550, which might give more than a few players a little bit of pause for contemplation and maybe reconsideration. But guys, that is the Sony PlayStation VR 2. It's coming. Are you interested? Or are you looking for something else to feed your need for adventure? Let us know in the comments down below, and make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Until next time guys, I'm Ryan from Authority Media. Be kind, and we'll see you on the next one.